Hello, my good friends, and welcome back to Indamrembe, the pot of cultural store. Guys, welcome once again to an interesting exploration of cultural wisdom. So, in this particular episode, we're gonna embark on a journey of comparing proverbs between these two seemingly disparate worlds. I mean, the Luyia world and the Irish. Okay. So prepare yourself to discover some of these surprising similarities in this particular episode. And as usual, sit back, relax, and please watch the video till the end. Keti kitako pasipo kubanduka, and please tazama video hadi tamati. That said, let's now travel and start off from Ireland. And our first proverb is an Irish proverb which says, "There is no wise man without a fault, nor a fool without a good trait." There is no wise man without a fault, nor a fool without a good trait. The proverb addresses the issue of mistakes, and actually, uh, we have the version of it in Luyia, which says, "Omulai siyabulanga imbala. Omulai siyabulanga imbala." Let me translate it in English so that you can get to understand what it says. In English, it would be, some of these proverbs, when you do direct translation, they tend to lose their original meaning. But let's just do it. But I will explain so that we loses nothing. Omula Isablanka Impala in English would be, there is no good person without a scar. Whereby a scar here is metaphorically used. It isn't that usual scar that you all know. All right. So the two proverbs addresses the issues of mistakes, and they tend to agree with an English idiom which normally says, "Man is to error." Man is to error. So these two proverbs concludes that it is natural for human beings to make mistakes. There is no complete human who can say or there is no human who can say that they are free from mistakes. Each one of us does make mistakes. The Swahili people normally says, "Ni malaika peke yake aliye mkamilifu." Ni malaika peke yake asiye fanya makosa, asiye tenda dhambi. It is only the angel that is complete, that is free from making mistakes. Okay? But for human beings, and as confirmed by these two proverbs, one from the Irish people and one from the Luyia people, it is natural for me, for you, to make mistakes. So what is important is how you come out of that mistake, or how you handle the situation after making this mistake. Right. So let's move to the second proverb. Again, we go to Ireland, and the second uh, Proverbs says, do not resent to grow old. Many are denied the privilege. Do not resent to grow old. Many are denied the privilege. We have the version of it in Luyia language, and it says, Obukofu neingabo. Obukofu neingabo. Again, let me translate first before we move on. Obukofu neingabo is like saying the old age is like a shield. The old age is like a shield. That state of being old protects you from so many things. So embrace the old age because it comes with some values. The two proverb actually addresses the advantages that normally comes along with the old age. So those of you who normally feels bitter whenever they get old should actually listen to these proverbs. All right. Mostly our ladies. Ladies always have issues whenever they reach a certain age. If you meet a young teenager just turning 18, she's always happy to talk about her age even in public. How old are you? I'm 18. Maybe that is because, you know, this is particular age whereby the line is normally drawn. The separation line that separates the young one and the adults. Maybe it is because of this they are eager to join the top league, to join the high table. You know, some services, if you travel, if you visit some places, some services are prohibited to the minors. You have to be at least 18 plus for you to be served. Okay, we have some places that the minors are never admitted. So by attaining this age, maybe they are excited, but by time that excitement normally subsidizes. For example, the 18, 19, 20, there is no problem. The problem normally starts at the age of 21. I'm talking about ladies, and ladies, you have to change after listening to this proverb from wise men of Luyia and Ireland. So you have to change. At the age of 21, this is where the problem normally begins. Ladies, these are now young ladies, doesn't want to move out of this age bracket. A lady can stay at this age bracket for 5 years. How old are you this year? I'm 21. Next year, 21. 2026, 27, 28, still 21. How comes? You have been 21 for the last 5 years. So the problem normally begins there. 23, 24, 25, they go mute. Now 25, it is an offense. It is an offense. They say that it is now inappropriate to ask a lady her age. You are rude. If you are a kind of a person who normally asks the age of a lady. So the moment they reach age 25, they go mute on their age. They now acquire that age bracket that is normally, they normally say to be, I'm old enough. How old are you? I'm old enough. But things have to change immediately. Right now, we have to change the narrative. People should embrace their age as directed uh, from the two proverbs, from the Luyia and the Irish people. We have to change. We need to change this. We don't know what may happen 100 years to come. Maybe there will be new world order that will come up with the laws criminalizing asking a lady her age. It normally begins like this, and then it turns into a monster that may turn and may turn against us and swallow most of us or our brothers. No? A law may be made, a law may be amended some days to come that criminalize asking a lady's age. So we have to be careful. Let's begin campaigning for it right now. People should just embrace their age. Ubukofu neingabo. Aging is like a shield that protects you from many things. So if you doesn't embrace the old age, if you doesn't embrace the aging, you may miss out on the benefit that comes along with it. Let's move to the next proverb. And the next proverb says, you will never plow the field by turning it over in your mind. You will never plow the field by turning it over in your mind. We have the version of it among the Luyia people, and it says, ahwebola yalima huingira. Ahwebola yalima huingira. Ahwebola yalima huingira is like saying the talkative one plowed on the road or on the way, because it is there on the way that they always talk and talk and talk about plans to farm, to plant crops, but they never practice it in the field. That is among the Luyia people. Among the Irish people, you cannot plow a field by turning it over in your mind. What is being said here, it is the proverb talks about thinking, and thinking alone cannot implement your project. After thinking, you need to put those thoughts into, you need to turn them into practicality, to put those thoughts into practicality. And here you have to roll back your sleeves and enter the farm, do the farm practically, not just in the mind. So among the Irish people, they formulated the proverb from thinking. You keep on thinking and thinking and thinking, but you don't do anything thereafter. Among the Luyia people, you keep on talking, and thereafter you does nothing. You are always on the way talking about what you want to achieve and to do, but nothing is forthcoming. The only man, actually, here in Kenya, in 2013 election, we had a political party in form of a coalition, and they also came up with the slogan, kusema na kutenda, which could translate to walking the talk. But because they were politicians, we can understand them, because Joseph Hills of Culture once said that politics is many tricks. Also, those guys have mastered many tricks. So long as they get what they want from you, the electorates, they'll always abandon you. Okay. The only man that I can remember uh, that has lived during our time who can be said that at least he tried to walk the talk is none other than the former world heavyweight champion, Muhammad Ali, formerly Cassius Clay. This guy at least tried to walk the talk. Okay, but the rest, things are different. You talk, it ends there. You think, it ends there. So the two proverbs, as you can see, they addresses the same issue. Let's move to the third one. Is it the fourth one? Is the fourth one, the fourth proverb. And the fourth proverb from the Irish, and it says, many a ship is lost within the sight of the harbor. Many a ship is lost within the sight of the harbor. Okay? This ship has traveled miles away, but the moment it is just about to dock, something terrible happens and the ship sank. We have the Luyia version of the same, and it says, Liaro liranga na magoba. Liaro liranga na magoba. The boat kills when it is just about to reach the harbor. The boat capsizes when it is just about to reach the harbor. The two proverbs again addresses the same issue, and here they are addressing the issue of being complacency. Okay, you don't you shouldn't actually relax because what you are okay, you have seen your goals, the goals that you are chasing are now in the eyesight. You can just see your goals that you are after in your eyesight. Now you take the back seat. You say, it is just here, let me now relax, I've struggled a lot. No, the world doesn't work that way, the system doesn't that way. So the two proverbs are addressing the issue of complacency. You need to concentrate until you achieve your intended goal. You need to put in more effort until you reach your destination. Let us take an example of content creators here on the YT streets, because from that perspective you will understand it better, especially if you are a content creator. Let's say you are building your channel and you wake up every morning to network here and there. Then at the end of the day, at least you end up harvesting at least maybe a banana or two. I know you understand the language. You get at least you get back home with a banana or two. The following day, and remember you really struggled to get those two bananas, or even sometimes a single banana. When you wake up early in the morning, you rush to YouTube studio. You rush the way Simeon Peter rushed to the tomb when he received the news of Jesus having arisen from the dead. That speed. You reach YouTube studio, then you get 0 bananas. It is said that you got the bananas through some illegalities, and the big brother had to take away the bananas. Actually, it is really demoralizing. It is really demoralizing. If you are a content creator, you understand the pain of losing bananas that you really struggled to get. So in that scenario, if you say that, even if I go look for others, they may face the same fate, your channel will collapse. You will find yourself in the valley of death, and it will be really difficult for you to come out of it. So what you just have to do, just give yourself hope. Wake up, visit plantation, all plantation available around. Go search, go network, sell yourself, sell your channel, sell your brand. You don't give up. You don't lose hope. You always focus because you know the goal you want to achieve. Fifth one, who comes to you with a story brings two away from you. Who comes to you with a story brings two away from you. The real version of it, ukubolera kabandi yalabolera abandi kao. Who tells you about the others will also tell the others about you. I think at least the two goes hand in hand, and there is no, and they are both self-explanatory. So I won't dwell much on them. Let's move on. Number 6, proverb number 6 in the 6th proverb says, a constant drip wicks a hole on a rock. A constant drip wicks a hole on a rock. I want you to understand this. You know, the rock is a hard place. The rock is a hard object, not a place. A place normally comes in when you find yourself between a rock and a hard place. But that doesn't mean that the rock is not hard. The rock is just a hard. The rock is already hard, and the hardest place just hardened, maybe because of the prevailing circumstances there. But the rock is naturally hard. So a rock is a hard object, and drips, those drops of water, are very soft and harmless. But imagine, because of constant, they normally manages to dig the hole on a hard on the rock, which is a very hard object. Just this way, severally. Eventually a hole is dug. Eventually a hole is dug. So what this proverb is trying to address here is persistency. Persistency is always the key to success, no matter how difficult, no matter how strong, no matter how challenging the task you are facing is. Persistency is the key. It is because of the persistency of these drops that these drips manages to dig the hole on the rock. So even you, it doesn't matter the difficulties you are facing, will just be persistency. Continue dropping until you dig that hole on the rock. We have the version of this proverb among the Luyia people, and among the Luyia people we say, Indu irisi yaira bulalo. induirisi yaira bulalo. Induirisi is again those constant knocks. Induirisi is the word from the word kuduya, which is to knock. Induirisi. So induirisi is now that something that keeps on hitting. So induirisi yaira bulalo. Let me first of all translate it. Induirisi yaira bulalo. The persistent knocking eventually swept away the bridge. Bulalo is a bridge among the Luyia, but again it depends with your with the Luyia sub tribe that you come from. You know, Luyia is rich. We normally say Luyia is rich. Luyia is the richest community in Kenya when it comes to sub-tribes. Okay, so under these sub-tribes, most of these sub-tribes normally comes up with their own words other than those that are well known to be Luyia standard. So Induirisia Irobulalo, those persistent constant knocking swept away the bridge. Same scenario with the drip that dug the hole on the rock. It is because of persistency that they managed, those drips managed to dig the hole. Again, now for the Induirisi, for the knocking, those constant knocking, you know, after it has rained, most of rivers normally raises to the level of the bridge, and those waves of the waterways normally hits the bridge. Those persistent knockings eventually weakens the bridge and sweeps it away. So persistency is the key to success. Persistency is the way to achieve your goals. Be persistent. See, we move to the seventh one, to the seventh one, but it is like I think I jumped. I wanted to give you an example on this proverb of ship and boat. Many a ship is lost within the site of the harbor, and the boat normally capsizes when it is just about to reach the harbor. So among the Luyia, we have two proverbs that normally addresses the same issue. The first one is the boat capsizes. To address the issue of complacency, that relaxing, that I have already acquired what I wanted, when indeed you haven't acquired, you are just about. Now, because you are just about, you relax, okay? You relax, and you eventually end up losing on your target. We have another Luyia proverb which says, "Isiongo ya dihiranga mwingera," the boat breaks at the doorstep. You have traveled from the river. You know, back in the days, we didn't have these bucket boats, metallic and the plastic ones. So we used clay pots to carry water. Those were our grandmothers and our mothers. You know, we had those who are expert of balancing that pot on the head. They could even walk, do the walking race with the pot on the head without holding. So the moment these grandmothers of ours reached the house, as they bring down the pot from the head, that is when it slips from the hands and breaks down. You have traveled all that distance without any accident, but you have reached your destination. It is when the pot breaks. Again, this proverb also addresses the issue of complacency. Okay. Now let's move to the final one, I believe, which says, when the cat is out, the mouse will dance. When the cat is out, the mouse will dance. Ladies and gentlemen, we do not have the version of this proverb among the Luyia people. However, we have it among the Swahili people. You know, the Swahili people and the Luyia people are like brothers. Therefore, they share a lot when it comes to linguistic matters. And this is the reason as to why I brought in this Irish proverb about the cat, because I knew we have the version of it among the Swahili people. So, when the cat is out, the mouse will dance. Among the Swahili people, they normally say, paka akitoka, panya hutawala. Paka akitoka, panya hutawala. When the cat is out, the mouse rules. You see, the mouse can't rule in the presence of the cat. The mouse can't dance in the presence of the cat. The moral lesson here is that we have some people who are very difficult to handle. They must work under strict supervision. Without that, nothing goes on at workplace. So let's take for example, your boss is around. You pretend to be working, to be a hard-working person. You does everything as per the laid down rules and regulations. But the moment your boss moves out of that house, moves out of that compound, you turn the house into something else. You do your own things that you know. A good example, we have the song called Mukangala. It is a Luyia song, and it was in a way dramatized, so it is easy for anyone to understand, even if they don't speak the Luyia language. So you can search the song Mukangala just to watch. You'll enjoy it. This young man was employed by this lady called Rosalita, and in absence of Rosalita, Mukangala used to behave like the husband to Rosalita. So he did that one day when the visitors came and Rosalita was away. So the moment Rosalita came in, the visitors told Rosalita, no, Rosalita first of all sent Mukangala to the market to go and buy the dagfish, those small fish, silverfish. Sometimes I hear that word, that name, silverfish. So the visitors were surprised. What? Rosalita, what are you doing? You don't respect your husband. You just send your husband to the market. And Rosalita was shocked about the breaking news. This was just to exacerbate the situation, because Rosalita had already gathered intelligence, and the intelligence she had was that this guy is moving around saying that he is the husband. So this was the final, this was the, what is normally said, this incident of visitor breaking news to the Rosalita was just considered to be the final stroke that broke the camel's back. So Mukangala was fired at that particular point, and he went home empty-handed. So for you guys also, I know we have mice watching me right now. I don't mean you are mice, but you have that behavior of that mice that normally adapts whenever the boss is away, whenever the cat is away. So to avoid being treated like Mokangala, just to concentrate on the work that brought you where you are. Guys, that is it for this video. I know where you are. You also have proverbs, and if you have discovered any similarities with what we have just discovered, then you are free to share with us down in the comments below. As we end the video, let's keep the conversation going in the comment section. Guys, please give the video thumbs up to promote it, and I'll really appreciate. Let's meet in the next one. Mubarikiwe.